Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Sassy Renn. So I know Derrick Jaxn have gone viral with a video that he came out confessing with his wife. Both of them just talking about the situation and whatever. So I'm here to do my reaction. You know what time it is, you know what place it is, and this time it's a Derrick Jaxn reaction.
Hello guys, Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. Now, I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year, but, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. The same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it.
No hesitation. I have no hurt, no shame about that. We have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you. I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we are free and moving forward. So
da babunya man, cartoonya man. When me nice and some one.
That's all I have.
If you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God told us to do things, especially when we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant. Yes. You know, you cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence.
Yes.
Your own.
I don't know if this is his confession, but girl says she already moved past that and I've forgiven him. Other relationship might have some financial struggles, you know, like the husband went out and used the children tuition and just gamble it off. Stuff like that would have probably blow another wife's mind, like does make she go bananas. And she have to find ways to forgive him. A relationship we're talking about, right? Okay. Now we're gonna move into the segment where Derrick reacts to this here video, the confession.
You have to have the grace of God to break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things, to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be. So, when I looked in the comments of this video, I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said, D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So, let's do it. And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because...
Hold up. He said he was going to react in the third person. Wait. Is it the third person or the 27th person? Have you ever seen that movie Split with a man with 27 different personalities? I think it's one of them cases. So
I want to see a reaction to this video. So let's do it. And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say. Now, upon first impression, nothing really stuck out to me about him, but more so about the wife. Like, I heard her say that she stands with her husband. She's proud to love him. I heard her say that, you know, this is some time ago. They've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just
first of all, sir, I want you to let your viewers and subscribers know which flavor Kool-Aid you be serving, because you're the one who came here proclaiming to be some kind of relationship expert. So just leave it down below. Which Kool-Aid they're serving? What's the flavor?
Proud to love him. I heard her say that, you know, this is some time ago. They've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just by her body language, I was really wondering, like, did he force her to do this video? Like, she looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be.
Hold on. I'm about to find out if he forced her to do it or not. I have my handy dandy science kit right here. My 52-piece microscope kit that I got off Amazon. So let me just open it up for you and check if him forced her to do it.
But just by her body language, I was really wondering, like, did he force her to do this video? Like, she looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be there. But then I watched their live chat that they did right afterwards, and, you know, I kind of caught that this is just a part of her personality, so that kind of explains somewhat of her demeanor. You know, she clearly has a mind of her own if you saw the live chat, too. And she said that the live chat even was her idea. So with that, cool. She wants to stand by her husband. She feels like he's worth it. She has that right. Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, you know, they broken home and the goldfish died and they never seen a marriage and all. He didn't do that. He just took accountability.
See? It all fits into the puzzle, right? I can see it. I can see him taking accountability, and I can see that clearly he did not force her. He did not force her. Okay? He did not force her. My bifocals tell you, my magnifying glass tell you, and I put it under the microscope. He did not force her, and he's taking accountability. Let's continue.
He just took accountability, but I hope he understands that all the accountability in the world is not going to rebuild broken trust. Not on a personal level, and even with the public that he's addressing. Like, even his most loyal supporters at this point will probably have a raised eye.
Science again. Science again. Science again.
Something like this, and rightfully so. So hopefully he understands that. And I also thought it was very intriguing how he brought in God at the end. You know, I don't really hear him speak like that. Now, if I saw that a couple of years ago, I honestly would have called BS. I honestly would have been like, nah, dude, like, you can't use God as a scapegoat, you know, as if you not having Jesus is why you did what you did. Like, if Jesus was there with you when you was with those other women, Jesus would have zipped up your zipper for you. That's
What did Derrick just say? What did Derrick just say? Okay, so Pythagoras' theorem says you just introduce Jesus into the equation. See there? The calculator came up with an error. But let's continue.
not how it works. Like, who are you kidding? But now I have a relationship with God for myself, so I hear things a little bit differently. And what I heard whenever he said that was that, you know, when you go into a godly commitment, which marriage is supposed to be, you can't lean on your own understanding. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by your own willpower, your own good intentions and vows and love for a person. If you go into a godly commitment, you have to lean on God. You have to do things like to God's standard. You have to rely on God's grace. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it for the long term. And that I can personally relate to. Now, regardless, whether you like them, love them, or hate them, I think this is a great example as to why we don't need to be putting anybody on the pedestal. Nobody. And I think a lot of women did that. And I'm not even going to say it's the women's fault by themselves, because this dude, he never really showed his struggle. You know?
Red flag. Derrick was out here criticizing everyone left, right, and center. No one put that title on you or the label on you. You did that yourself, sir.
And we all make mistakes, but he never showed those mistakes. Not for real. I think he wrote about it or something like that. But he never showed that side, so it's not really all on the women. But I've seen a lot of women put this dude on the pedestal to the point of idealizing him and even comparing their man to him. Like, they'll compare their man's good, bad, and ugly whole story to Derrick Jaxn's snippet. You know, which is, of course, a standard nobody can meet consistently. That's like a dude taking a picture of another woman who's in shape and she got a 4-pack and, you know, she just beautiful and all of that stuff and her body's just super tight, and him comparing his woman to that woman because his woman got a couple extra pounds from having a baby. Meanwhile, he don't know that woman in the picture may not even be able to have children. She may be struggling with that and coping with it by working out 2-3 times a day. She may have an unhealthy body image, and that's why she works out obsessively and consistently and looks so good. Like, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's wise to ever idealize somebody or compare them. Like, not only because somebody can be living a double life, which I don't think is quite the case here, according to his wife, behind the scenes, without anybody knowing. Of course, this part ain't gonna blow up. It's not wise to compare, you know, on any level. Nonetheless, I know some people will see this type of video, even though he's come forward and he's been completely honest. Some people gonna close the book on this dude and say, you know what, I'm done with you, cancel culture, come here. I'm more so on the side of his wife and just basically letting this be a new chapter of how I see him, because I do believe that his content over the years has helped a tremendous amount of people. You know, he tells the truth, he speaks facts, and quite honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I've needed several new chapters in my own life, Lord knows, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but I'm no guru. Those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. And by the way, he has a book detailing how he and his wife overcame all of this in their private lives a long time ago, matter of fact. It's called Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. So if you're in a situation like this, you want to let God in to totally restore it better than new, click the link down in the...
Hold up. Where are they? What Derrick just say? Derrick, I got one question to ask you, sir. You remember when you were a child and your parents told you not to lie? You remember that? Hold your hands out. Put out your hands, sir. You want to talk again? You want to talk again? Say another word.
I got a 50% off deal for you guys who are watching this video right now. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments.
Ladies, 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 you're in a relationship and things not going right. You know what I suggest? Stay at home and deal with it at home with your partner. Don't bring social media and outside influence into your relationship. You see, even if this was a money move for the male in question, ladies, have some dignity. Don't allow anyone to do that. Others are calling it a humiliation. But you know what I think it is for Derrick Jaxn? It is an experience. An experience teaches wisdom. I hope she have learned from this situation and has wised up some. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next reaction. Bye.